Alright, so how many of you have ever crossed paths with a homeless person? I don't know about you, but whenever I come across or walk by someone that has all their belongings next to them, my heart truly goes out to them. Mostly not all of them, because some of them kind of put themselves in that position by drug abuse, but a lot of them kind of are stuck in that position by just not being dealt the right amount of cards, I guess. With us being like fortunate, like being able to get an education, and most of us obviously probably have a roof over our head, I feel like it's time for us to really be able to reach out and help the others. Okay. There are many people out there that have no place to go at night. Out of the 500,000 plus homeless people, there are over 500,000 plus homeless people in the country, and more than 138,000 of them are under the age of 18. To me, this kind of really shocks us, because that's kind of around our age, and to imagine kids younger than us that are living on the streets by themselves really kind of puts it into like shock and reality. All homeless people in general either resort to sleeping on the street, under bridges, in a car, or even under or into homeless shelters as well. Being homeless, none of us, I don't think, could be able to relate to that, but they have to be able to deal with the outside cold, suffer from hunger, not having jobs, and a lot of them are not able to have jobs because of their appearance. They'll go in for a job, they'll say, oh yeah, they'll look at the person, they'll say, oh yeah, I'll call you back. They don't have no phone to like be able to even call them back. You can tell both of them suffer from physical and psychological issues as well. And over 30% of homeless people are veterans that have fought for us. Alright, this slide shows the population of homeless people throughout the U.S. The lighter blue, like Georgia, South Carolina, has the less than 1%. And then it ranges all the way from Florida to California and New York, which is greater than 6% of the population is homeless people. And then the lighter shade of blue is 36% as well. Okay, so now I would like to show a video, and I know it's kind of a lot longer than I probably should have in the video, but I feel like it kind of puts it into words, like it makes it put into perspective like what I really can't talk about, and it kind of really.
My name is Ronald Davis. I've been on the street for about a year and a half now. Well, I come from the suburbs, the land, you know, which is rough. And I mean, I slept in Lower Wacker, I just slept on the bridges, I just slept in little cardboard boxes and stuff, you know, just survive, and especially in the wintertime is the hardest time. And like, I go to fill out applications for a job and stuff. They look at me, you know, I'm not looking presentable, and then we'll call you, leave a number. But how can I leave a number when I don't have a phone? So it's just a struggle out here, you know. I just, you know, from day to day, people, I come out here and panhandle with my cup right here at the Metro train station. People come off, bring me sandwiches and stuff like this here. And I start out in the morning about 6 o'clock. You know, sometimes I don't even have enough to go to the flop house. You know, sometimes the flop house is a cheap place, and they number 16 bucks for 24 hours over there on Clark and Van Buren. And a lot of times I don't have enough money for that, so I had to end up sleeping in the park or on one of these benches downtown or something like this, and then the security guards come and run you off about 5 or 6 in the morning. So about 6 o'clock I started panhandling and trying to survive. And like I said before, some days I don't even have enough to get around, so I had to sleep on the street. But I depend on the people that's coming off the train, because most of them I give them respect. You know, most of them like me. They come out and give me clothes and food and stuff like this here, so I survive. give me a few books and everything, and I add it up at the end of the day and get me a little room for the night. And whenever I'm not fortunate enough to get the room, I just sleep in the street wherever I can. It's really humiliating to be shaking a cup 24 hours a day and people just look at you like you're some kind of little bum, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I have had people to walk past me and say, get a job, bum. And I said, wait a minute, I'm not a bum, I'm a human being. And it's hard. But after the end of the day, when people go home and everybody get on the metro train and they mind, and then I just feel so bad that I can't be going home, you know. I'm sorry. But it's really emotional because I'm really trying to get myself together and get off this street, you know. And I don't care what it's doing. If I can get a job and through this humility, you know, I mean, you just lose all your humility when you're shaking a cook bag. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you can look at a person and tell if they give you respect or not. You know what I mean? A lot of people look at you like you're just a piece of crumbs. You know, I had one guy walk past and talk about me so bad, and then I just looked at him. I said, God bless you, sir. He walked past and went down the street, come right back. And he said, you know what, man, I had a bad day. He said, I'm sorry for even calling you that. He said, because I know you're a human being. He said, would you accept my apology? I said, apology accepted. He went in his pocket and gave me 30 bucks and said, go get you a room and get you something to eat. You know what I mean? I mean, you know, no matter what people think about me, I know I'm a human first. And just because I'm down on my luck, don't give nobody no excuse to call me no bum. Because I'm not.
Alright, I kind of realize that like that's longer than it normally should be, but I kind of feel like that puts into more perspective on like something that I'd not be able to touch on. Like I was only gonna do that like 30 seconds of the video, but then I kind of like rewatched it and I was like, wow, it kind of like really like touches you. And I know not all homeless people are kind of like that really do want to focus and they just want to take your money and not really put their like effort forward to society and make themselves better, and they're just like getting into drugs. But some of them truthfully like cannot get out of the rut, and I feel like some of us need to maybe help them as well. I mean, like just this past 2 weeks in LA, I don't know if you guys saw it, but like there's homeless people sleeping on the side of the street in LA, and cops were telling them to leave, and they got in a fight, and then the cops just opened out and shot them and killed the man to death. And that only happened like a week and a half ago. So let's see, ways you could help are to volunteer at soup kitchens or donate food to a food pantry. I mean, I'm sure all of you guys know what a food kitchen and food pantry and soup kitchen are. Food pantry, you could just go donate canned goods and other foods that they could come and take, and a soup kitchen you could help out and deliver the food as well. And then these are some places near us if you were ever interested. So, yeah.